Hello everyone, welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. Good evening, all of you. Welcome to this last class of compiler series. And today we are going to discuss this Liveness Analysis topic, which is very important. And for your GATE exam point of view, you can definitely expect one question from this topic. So guys, please confirm once, am I properly audible and visible to all of you? Also, share this class with all your friends so that we can have maximum students and they can take the benefit of this class. Yes, guys, everyone share this class. Also like the session. So then we are going to start this. Yes, everyone. Good evening, all of you. Good evening, Sobhagya. Welcome. Yes. Okay. Hi, Divya. Good evening. So let's proceed and let's start this. So before starting, let me introduce myself. My name is Anshul Sharma. I have 2+ years of experience. In GATE 2020, I have secured All India Rank 294, cleared ISRO and NILET exams, mentored more than 1,000 students as of now, and these are my area of expertise. Okay, right. So we have started a series that is concept capsule series where we are going to provide you a short video of 10 to 15 minutes and we will be discussing some important concepts from some fundamentals of GATE subjects. Also, we will be sharing some tricks with you so that you can solve GATE questions, some of the GATE questions easily. And this is going to be the schedule for all these branches. Good evening, Kritika. Hi, Sainivas. Hi, good evening, Ikra. Welcome all of you. So for computer science, every Sunday and Thursday, you will be getting this video at 9 a.m. So tomorrow you will be getting one video from Digital Logic. Okay. So every faculty is going to share this concept capsule series, this video every Sunday and Thursday at 9 a.m. only on BYJU'S Exam Prep YouTube channel. Yes, today I'm taking the class from home, not from the office. Okay. So, yes, we are also conducting one scholarship test. So, those who are interested, you can register for it and you can attempt this scholarship test that is on 15th of May at 11 a.m. And you may get up to 90% scholarship on all the GATE preparation programs. So don't miss this opportunity. Utilize it if you want to prepare well in a well structured manner for GATE exam. And if you want to connect with me, you can join this Telegram group. This is the link of my Telegram group. Okay, you will be getting the PDF of all my technical classes, doubt clearances, and if you need any guidance, then also you are most welcome. You can connect with me and you can reach out to me. So this was the schedule that we followed in this series, Mastering Gate Concept for GATE 2023 in compiler design. And today is the last day of this. Then another subject is going to start, and that will be taken by some other faculty, right? So today we are going to discuss liveness analysis. And before that, we will be solving two questions that I gave you in the homework. And this is the first question that is from GATE 2015. So I hope all of you, those who have attended the previous class, I hope you have solved that question. So guys, quickly, very good evening, Vishal. Very good evening, all of you. Yes, what should be the answer for this question? I gave you two questions in the homework, so I hope all of you have solved that question. So this is a numerical answer type question, and you need to find the minimum number of temporary variables required to create a three-address code in static single assignment for this given expression. So here the expression is given to you, and you need to find out the minimum number of variables. Okay, so Bhagi is saying 8 should be the answer. Sakshi is also saying 8. Anyone else who has solved it? Sashikala is also getting 8 as the answer. Good. Okay, anyone else? Yes, I will be taking, but not now, Ikra. I will be taking another subject, but after this class, some other faculty, maybe Satya sir, or yes, most probably Satya sir is going to take a computer network, maybe. Right. Good evening, Nishu. Welcome. So most probably after that, I will take another subject. Okay. Right. So most of the students are getting 8 as the answer. So let's solve this question. So here, first, what we can do is we can evaluate R by 3, right? Then we can try to evaluate T into 5, then U into V, and then we can perform other operations. So let's say if we have a T1 variable, right, as we are going to write the SSA code for this one. So we know this in case of SSA, all the assignments should be unique. That means the L value has to be unique every time. So we can perform R by 3 here, right? Then we can take a T2 and we can perform T star 5, that means T into 5, right? Then after T3, we can perform this U into V, U star V, you can say. And then T4 can contain this U star V, whatever we have, that is T3 divided by W. Then we can have T5. So this is now stored in T4, right? And now we can perform Q plus R3 maybe, right? So it is going to be Q plus R by 3 we have in T1. So we can write T1 here. So this is now we have in T5. Fine, we can further perform plus S here. So we can take T6 and we can perform T5 plus S, right? So you can see all the assignments are unique. So this is now stored in T6. Now we need to add this value and this value. So T star 5 we have in T2, right? So we can perform a T2 plus a T4, and then we can take T8 where we are going to have this T6 minus T7, right? T6 minus T7. So in this way, we can write this SSA code for this given expression. And now if you count all the temporary variables, so we have total from T1 till T8, we have 8 temporary variables. So 8 will be the correct answer for this question. Is it clear to all of you? In any order you can perform, but yes, as you know, division and multiplication are going to have higher precedence. So we are performing that first, and then we can either we can go for addition or we can go for subtraction. Is it clear to all of you? So that is why we can say 8 is the correct answer, and very good all of you, those who have solved this question correctly. Let's proceed to the next question, which is, I would say, a very important question, because here you will learn, here a few concepts of computer organization and architecture is also involved in this question. So what should be the answer, guys? That is from GATE 2017. Let's see how many of you have solved this question and correctly. Just let me know in the comment section so that I can see that. What should be the answer? Okay, so Bhagya is getting 2 as the answer for this question. Okay, anyone else? Here, one expression is given to us, right? And no, I'm not tired. When it is a little different from taking classes from office, right? So there you will see me, walking around, and it is little different. Here I'm just sitting and taking the class in a relaxed way. Vishal. Yes, Sakshi is also getting 2 as the answer. Fine. Let's solve this. Let's read this question first and understand the meaning of each and every statement given here. Consider the expression. So this expression is given to us. Let X be the minimum number of registers required by an optimal code generation without any register spill. Okay. So here we don't want to perform spilling. And I explained you in the previous class what is spilling. Spilling means moving the content from the register to the memory. Moving the content from the register to the memory. Yes, okay, most of you are getting 2 as the answer. And what about filling? Filling means moving the content from memory to register. This is the difference. Remember this or note it down somewhere in your notes. But now here it is saying without any register spill. That is, spilling is not allowed. You cannot shift the content from register to the memory. That is not allowed. And for a load store architecture in which only load and store instructions can have memory operands. Okay, that means if there is a load instruction or store instruction, that can only have the memory operands. Other arithmetic instructions or other than that can have only register or immediate operands. Immediate operands, that means directly the constant value. Register, you have to store the value and then you have to perform the arithmetic operations like addition, division, subtraction, and multiplication. Is it clear? Now let's solve this question. So first of all, we need to add a b plus c. So what we are going to do here is, let's say we are going to first load the value of b. So let's take R1 register and load the value of b into R1. Clear? Yes, that is correct. Okay. Then we need to load the value of C also, then only we can perform arithmetic operation, because directly we cannot take the memory operand, right? First we need to load into the register. So here it is going to be R2 and let's say C. Now we have B in R1 and C in R2. Now we can perform addition. So we have arithmetic operation now, addition, and let's say it is R1 comma R2. That means you are going to perform the addition of R1 and R2 and you are going to store the result back to the R1. Okay, clear? Now, now we need to perform division operation. So we can have division operation here. We have b plus c value in R1. So R1 comma, we can have the immediate operand. So mostly immediate operand. To represent immediate operand, we use hash value here. So hash 3, which represents the constant, or you can say immediate operand, and we are performing division operation. And the result of that division operation, we are storing back to the R1. Clear? And then we are going to perform addition operation. So in order to perform addition operation, first we have to load the value of D. And we know R2 is free now. So we can load the value of D into R2 because R2 is free. And then we can perform addition operation here. So this addition operation is going to have, okay, we can write this is R1 comma R2. So that now this entire value B plus C divided by 3 plus D is stored in R1. Now let's talk about this one, a minus 1. To perform a minus 1, first we need to load the value of a, and we know R2 is free. So let's load the value of a into R1, R2, right? And then we can perform subtraction. So subtraction is going to be arithmetic operations. So this is going to be R2 comma hash 1, because this is 1 is your constant, or you can say immediate operand. Fine. And then we need to perform the multiplication. So we can have this multiplication instruction here, and we need to multiply R2 comma R1, because in R2 we have this a minus 1 and in R1 we have this entire result. Clear? So if we perform this multiplication between R2 and R1, and we can store the result back to the R2 now. The final result we have in R2, and this is done. Clear? Maybe you can perform store operation if you want to store, but that is not there. You can ignore that. Clear? Is it clear so far? So how many registers we have used? Minimum number of registers, only two registers, that is R1 comma R2. Only two registers are required to perform this or to execute this expression. Is it clear to all of you? If you have any doubt in this question, please ask. All clear? So as register spelling is not allowed, so that's why we are not going to perform store operation. That means we are not going to store the result of register into the memory finally. We are not going to do that. Till this point, we can finish this up. I hope it is clear. So most of you have answered this question correctly. Let's proceed and let's talk about liveness analysis, which comes under data flow analysis, right? So in data flow analysis, mostly we talk about liveness analysis in your syllabus also. Apart from that, we have available expressions and many more things, but that is not in your syllabus, right? So we are not going to discuss that. So live variable analysis, or we can say liveness analysis, both are same thing. And it is a backward mechanism. Why it is a backward mechanism? I will let you know. Just wait for the example. Now, what is live variable actually? Live variable is a classic data flow analysis to calculate the variables that are live at each point in the program. सिर्फ R1 से नहीं हो सकता, निशु नहीं हो सकता. You have to use at least two registers in that question. How you can perform? See, spilling is not allowed, right? You cannot store the value of register, like suppose B plus C you have performed, you cannot store the result of B plus C back to the memory. That is not allowed, na? Spilling is not allowed, register spilling. That is why you need at least two registers, R1 and R2. Clear? Now, so at every point, at each point of the program, you calculate this live variables. Now, how to find live variable at a particular point in a program? Now we are going to see this. Yes, I'm discussing everything, Vishal. I'm not leaving anything, right? Liveness analysis topic entirely I will be discussing. I will be taking three examples. What I'm not discussing is which is not in your syllabus. Okay, right. So let's consider this example. So we have this example, right? And as I told you, this liveness analysis is a backward mechanism. Okay, it's okay, Divya. Fine. Right. So let's talk about this liveness analysis. So first of all, we are going to start from the bottom. So let's say at this point in the program, always you have to see downwards. Whenever we are talking about any point in the program, you have to see downwards. You have to see downwards. Fine. So if you see here, do you have any live variable below this point? No, we are not having any live variable below this point, so we can just write 5. We can just write 5. Now, before proceeding, you need to understand two more things. One is your outset, other one is your inset. Okay. So whenever we are having any, let's say any block, so for this block, we are going to have some outset. That means the set which is going to contain the live variables at this point. Similarly, we are going to have the inset also. That means the set which is going to contain the live variable just before the block. Are you getting this point? Just before the statement, you can say, or just after the statement, we are going to have these two sets. Inset, that is before the statement or block, and outset, that is just after the statement. And these set will contain the live variables present at that particular point in the program. Okay, so here we can say this is the outset for this statement, right? So here we are not having anything, always we have to see downwards, so it is containing 5. What about this one? If I talk about the inset, so if you see downwards, do you have any variable here? Yes, and we are not writing into it. First, we are reading that variable. So we can say at this point in the program, we have Z as the live variable. Is it clear to all of you? Because if you are standing here, if you see downwards, you will find it out that yes, we are reading the value of Z before performing write into it. Okay, clear? So it is a kind of, you can say, read after write. So if this is followed, then we are going to write those variables. Otherwise, no. First we have to read, then we have to write. Now carefully see this. If I talk about the outset of this statement, so you have to see downwards. So we have Z here. That means we are going to have the same thing here. So one thing we can conclude from here, whatever is the outset here, whatever is the outset of this block, that is going to be same as the inset for the next block. Are you getting this point? Again, I'm repeating. Whatever will be the outset of this block, that is going to be same as the inset for the next block. Correct? Because in between the blocks, we are not changing anything. We are not writing into it. Is it clear so far? This is very, very important point. Outset of previous block will be same as inset for the next block because in between those blocks or in between those statements, we are not changing anything. We are not writing into that variable. Clear? Similarly here, if you talk about the outset of this one, it is going to be Z only. Now carefully see. What will be the inset? At this point in the program, what are the live variables present? Now if you see downwards, so from here you are getting Z. But before you read this Z, you are writing into it. Before you read this Z, you are writing into it. So that is not allowed. Z cannot be your live variable here. First we need to perform write, then we can, first we need to perform read, then we can perform write. So if you see here downwards, the first thing you are doing is writing into Z. That is not allowed. First you need to read that. But you are reading the value of X, you are reading the value of B. So yes, X comma B will be your live variable at this point. X comma B will be your live variable at this point. Clear? Now, what about this one? Again, you are writing first into Z, then you are reading. So that cannot be your live variable at this point. But yes, y comma a. Y comma a will be your live variable because we are reading first and then we can think about write. First we are reading the value, so y comma a will be there in the live variable at that point in the program. Is it clear to all of you? Now the most important thing, whenever we are having these, whenever merging is there, as you can see from this block and this block, merging is going to happen in this block. So always we have to take the union. Whenever merging is there, we have to take the union of these two and this. That means union of variables, live variables present here and union of live variables present here. So if you take the union, what do you get? You will be getting x comma y comma a comma b. This is the outset of this block. This is the outset of this block. Clear? This is very important. Most of the students, they commit this mistake. Now, what will be the inset here? What will be the inset here? Again, if you see x, y, a, b, we are reading, and here we are not writing the value into y. We are reading it. So as it is, we are going to have all the variables x, comma, y, comma, a, comma, b will be your live variable at this point in the program. Inset and outset क्या है? निशु यही समझाया. In inset, if I talk about, let's say this statement, we have some statement here. Inset will contain, it is a set which will contain all the live variables present at the beginning of this block. Okay. And what is outset? Outset is a set which is going to contain the live variables present just after the exit of this block. That is your inset and outset. Is it clear now, Nishu? And everyone else? Any doubt? Okay. Now, and we know outset of this also it's going to be same, so no need to calculate. Let's talk about the inset here. Now, what will be the inset? If you see, we have from this one, as we are going to see downwards, right? So we are going to see x, y, a, b. But if you see carefully, we are writing first into y, then we are reading from here. So that means y cannot be your live variable at this point in the program. So but x comma a, as we are reading the value, so x comma a comma b will be your live variable at this point in the program. Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you? Y will not be there because first we are writing into y, then we are reading. So it cannot be a live variable. Yes. Now what about this one? What about the inset of this one? So here we are performing write operation into x, then we are reading from here. So x cannot be a live variable at this point. So it is going to be a comma b. And if we talk about this one, we are just reading the value of a comma b. So a comma b will be a live variable at this point in the program. So in the GATE exam, they may ask you the live variables present at any point in the program. It's not like just on the top you have to find. They may ask you anywhere. They may number these statements and they may ask you what will be the live variables present at this particular point of time, at this particular point in the program. So these type of questions can be framed. Yes, a comma b will be there now. Because we are just reading the value of a and b, we are not writing into it. As you can see, read a comma b. Is it clear, everyone? If you have any doubt, please ask. Yes, what is your doubt, Vishal? X comma a, are you talking about this one? See, b will also be there now. X comma a we are reading, that is fine. But b also we are getting from downwards. Always we have to see the entire program. That's why we are going backward. From bottom to top we are going. So always remember this is a backward mechanism. Whenever we are finding live variables, always we have to go from bottom to top. Clear? Is it clear to all of you? So let's see this next example. Now you tell me the live variables present here. What will be the live variable present here? Always you have to see downwards. Do you have anything else present in the program downwards? No. So it is going to be 5 simply. What about this one? Yes. Because after that we are not having anything now. So we consider it 5. That means nothing is there. No live variable is present because that is the end of the program. After that we are having nothing. That's an empty set, you can say. Is it clear, Nishu? Because according to this one, we can say that is the end of the program. So after that, there is nothing that is live. Okay. Now, what about this one? It is going to be x here because if you see downwards, yes, we are reading the value of x. So x will be your live variable here. Similarly, here also it is going to be same. Here also it is going to be same. Let's talk about the inset of this. So if you find out inset of these two, so here if you see, we are writing into x. So x cannot be a live variable at this point. that cannot be a live variable because first we are writing, then we are reading from here. But C can be your live variable. C can be your live variable here. Similarly, if you talk about this one, we are writing first into X, then we are reading from here. So X cannot be a live variable, but D will be your live variable. And then if we talk about this one here, we have to take the union. Whenever merging is there, remember this, always we have to take the union. Is it clear so far? If you have any doubt, anyone, please ask. Okay, so here merging will be there. So if you merge this, you will be getting C from here, D from here. So it is going to be C comma D. It is going to be C comma D. Any doubt, anyone? Clear? Yes. Now, what about the inset of this one? What about the inset of this one? So from downwards, if you see, you are getting C and D, and you are not writing into C or D. So C and D will definitely be there at the inset of this block, as well as you are going to have X because you are reading the value of X. Then only you can compare with 0. Here it is if X less than 0. That means you are reading the value of X. So X will be there, C will be there, and D will be there. Any doubt? All clear so far? Fine. Now, what about this one? What are the live variables present here? Similarly, what are the live variables present here? Let me number this. Tell me what are the live variables present at the first point? Live variables present at the first point. Let's see how many of you will answer this correctly. Yes, everyone, tell me. Live variables present at the first point. Okay, so Bhagya is saying AZCD. Vishal is saying AZCD. Saini is saying AZC. Okay, D. Now, okay. Now carefully see this. From this set, we are going to get XCD. So first find out whether we are writing into anything. We are writing into A, right? But before performing this write operation, first what we are doing, we are reading the value of A, then only we are performing write. So first we are reading, so A will be there. We are reading the value of Y, so Y will also be there. We are reading the value of X, comma C, comma D from below. This is going to be the exit inset. This is going to be the correct inset. Is it clear? And none of you have answered this question correctly except Saubhagya now. Okay, yes, Saubhagya, that is correct. So A, Y, X, comma C, comma D, all will be there. What about this one? Second point. So if you see here, X, C, D we are getting, but we are writing into X. We are writing into X. So X cannot be your live variable at the second point, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to just write A and Z. Yes, A and Z will be there because we are reading the value of A and Z. Apart from that, C and D will also be there. Apart from that, C and D will also be there because we are also reading it from below. So A, Z, C, D will be there, the live variables at the second point. At the first point, we are going to have A, Y, X, C, and D. Now, again, it's a union because merging is there. So we have to find the union here. So in case of union, you have to add all this. So A will be there and C comma D will be there and Y comma X comma Z all will be present here. And what about this one? You are just reading the value of X. That means as it is, you are going to get all as the live variables. This is the answer. This is the final, you can say, live variables present at every point in the program. Now, if you have any doubt in this one, please ask. Anyone having any doubt? Remember, every time when we have to take the union, so don't commit mistake in that, okay? Is it clear to all of you? Now we are going to have another example, okay, where we are going to have a loop. So in case of loop, it works little different, okay? So I hope it is clear. Second example, just give me confirmation in the chat box. Then we are going to proceed to the third example, which is very important. Okay, let's see this one now. Example 3. And now if you see, we have a loop here. We have a while loop here. Okay, so carefully observe this. Let me number this. Let's say this is first, this is second, this is third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Fine. So let's say we have 1 to 8 so that we can easily name them. Fine. So here we know this, it is going to be 5 because downwards we are not having anything. If I talk about this one at this point, so we are going to have Z. That is very simple because if you see downwards, we are reading the value of Z in order to print it, right? Now, if you see this one at this point, that means the uh, inset of seventh statement, right? So here you can see we are writing into Z. So Z cannot be your live variable at this set, but yes, X and Y we are reading. So X comma Y will be your live variable here. What about this one, inset of the sixth one? What about this one? So here we are first reading the value of Y, then only we are performing write. So Y will be there and X we are getting from downwards. So X will also be there as the live variable at this point in the program. Clear? Now, if you see this one at the inset of the fifth statement. So here we are writing into Z. So Z cannot be your live variable at this point in the program. But yes, B will be your live variable because we are reading the value of B. Also Y comma X that we are getting from downwards. So we are going to write that as well as our live variable. So here BYX is our live variable present at the inset of the fifth block. Clear so far? Now, carefully see this. Here we are going to have, again, we are going to find the live variables. We are performing a write in Y. We are performing write operation in Y, so Y cannot be our live variable. But we are reading the value of B, so B will be our live variable. Apart from that, we are getting X also from downwards. So instead of uh, third statement will contain X comma B, or you can say B comma X as the live variable. Is it clear, everyone? Now the real things comes. So now we have a loop here. As we can see, while x is greater than b, then b is equal to b plus 2, and then there is a loop. So let's talk about this one first. Carefully see this. And if you get any doubt, do ask. If I talk about the outset of fourth block or this statement, here if you see, do we have any, if you see below, do we have anything? No. You can say it is just 5 because we are not having any live variable present here. But if you talk about this one, if you talk about this one, we can say yes, B is our live variable because first we are reading the value of B and then we are writing into it. So B will be your live variable. If you go upwards, so you have to take what? Union. So if I talk about the outset of this, it will contain the union of this one and this one. That means X comma B will be there for sure. Clear? Because here we are finding the union. Clear? Now, if I talk about this point in the program, definitely it is going to contain x comma b because we are not performing write into x or b. We are just reading the value. So x comma b will be there. Now the real things. Everyone pay attention. Whenever you have a loop, it is better to perform at least two iterations. At least two iterations to confirm that the live variable that you have mentioned here is correct. Again, I'm repeating. Whenever you have a loop, so as it is a backward mechanism, we are going like this. We are going like this. If you carefully observe, we are going like this, right? As we are going from this bottom to top. So it is a backward mechanism. So in case of loop, you have to make at least two iterations. One iteration we have simply made, okay, it is B. But now after reaching this point, you have to make another iteration to confirm whether the live variables you are getting is correct or not. Okay, in the loops you have to be careful about that. So if you make the second iteration from here, you are getting x comma b, definitely it is going to be x comma b here as well. Now if you go upwards, so it is also going to contain x here because you are getting x from downwards. So now it is x comma b here. Is this point clear to all of you? If you have any doubt, please ask. Is it clear? Earlier we were getting 5, but if we go downwards, if we go backwards, you can say, so this you have x comma b, so x comma b will also be present here. Then what about this point? It is going to contain b and x also, because x we are getting from downwards. Clear? And then it is simple. Now we can just find out this one. Here it is x comma b. So a we are writing into it. So a cannot be a live variable at this point in the program. But yes, x comma b will be there for sure. That is the answer. That is the, you can say, final live variable present at the top. Is it clear to all of you? Okay. So all the types of questions we have covered. Uh, One thing I want to tell you that we have one previous year question, maybe from GATE 2015 or 2016. Okay, so try to solve that question. Consider that question as homework. If you don't understand that question, do ask that question in the Telegram group. Okay, and one more question we are going to solve after this. That is one previous year. Yes, Kirutik. Once again, see. First we had this 5, right? Then here we are having this b. Here we are having this b because we are reading into it. Then we take the union x comma b. Here also we are getting x comma b. But in case of loop, we have to make another iteration. Okay, yes, we have to make another iteration. So here you had x comma b. So here also you will be getting x comma b. And also here you are going to get x because you are not performing right operation into x. So x comma b is there. So finally you can get x comma b here also. So in case of loop, just you have to make another iteration at least once. You can do it now. Vishal, if you make third iteration, fourth iteration, you have to keep on doing that till your answer remain unchanged. Okay. That means if you are getting the same result back, then there is no need to perform, more iterations. If you perform third iteration here, still you will be getting the same thing. You can clearly check this x comma b, you again it is going to repeat. It is not going to change. That's why I'm saying at least try to make 2 3 iterations so to get the final answer, because after that it is not going to change again and again. Is it clear to all of you, Vishal and all? Okay. So now let's solve this question that is from GATE 2021, and very easily you can answer this question. I know this. Just read what it is saying. Read the question carefully and then try to answer this. Okay, let me just make myself. Okay, that's good. Okay, Ruti, if it is clear to you. I think options are not visible to you, right? So now it will be visible. So you can see in GATE exam also, they are asking very, simple questions from this liveness analysis topic, right? But in GATE 2015, I guess, or in 2016, they have asked one question. So I would strongly recommend you to solve that question, okay? Because there the concept of loop is also involved. Clear? And if you get any doubt, I'm always there to help you out. You can reach out to me on Telegram. I will definitely answer that. Very simple question, right? All of you are able to answer this question correctly. So let's read the question now. So for a statement S in a program, in the context of liveness analysis, the following sets are defined. One is use set, the set of variables used in S. That means all set of variables that we are using, right? But out of that, there will be some inset, the set of variables that are live at the entry of S. Outset contains the set of variables that are live at the exit of S. So let's say you have this S. Fine. Consider a basic block that consists of two statements, S1 followed by S2. You have S1 that is followed by S2. Clear? Which one of the following statement is correct? Outset of S1 is equal to inset of S2. Outset of S1, that is equal to inset of S2. Is it correct or not? Yes, definitely, because in between these two basic blocks, we are not changing anything. We are not having any statement. So definitely whatever is the outset, or you can say whatever is the inset here, that is going to be the outset here. So option A is the correct answer for this question without any doubt. And rest all are incorrect. You can directly ignore this. Is it clear, everyone? I hope it is clear to all of you. Fine. So that's it from my side. We have covered liveness analysis also, and I hope you have enjoyed throughout this series. I really enjoyed, delivering the concepts in the, or you can say the best possible content of compiler, and in whatever time we had, right? So I hope you also enjoyed. Do share these sessions with all your friends and juniors, those who are preparing for GATE. This is the link. If you want to get the PDF of this class or all my technical classes, you can definitely reach out, okay, to this. You can join this group. You will be getting the PDF. If you have any doubt, you can ask. If you need any guidance, then also you are most welcome. Yes, Nishu, D option. Yes, tell me. Do you think it is going to be always true? Whatever you are using. Yes, compiler design prepared for GATE, because I can say we have covered all the most important concepts of compiler, all the most important, all the most frequently asked concepts of compiler, and you will be able to answer every. And you can if you want to just verify this, attempt previous year questions. Start from GATE 2022, go backwards 2021, go backwards 2020, like this. Start solving the question, you will get your answers. And that is sufficient to tell you that yes, we have covered all the most important concepts of compiler in this series. Is it clear, everyone? So that's it, guys. We have ended this series, and definitely very soon I will be starting another subject also. Okay, but after this, maybe Satya sir is going to take a computer network. So do attend those classes as well and learn as much as you can and prepare well for GATE. Also, if you want to prepare in a well structured manner, so definitely you can attempt the scholarship test that we are going to conduct on 15th of May at 11 a.m. Register for it and start preparing for GATE exam. Fine. Yes, control flow graph. So Bhagye, you have covered this already, right? Rarely they ask questions from control flow graph. Yes, Kiruti, class over. Yes, sir, please take more subjects. Do you want me to take all the subjects? Right. So other faculties are also going to take those subjects like computer network. So do attend those classes. You will definitely like those classes as well. Okay. Fine. And do subscribe to BYJU'S Exam Prep YouTube channel. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. you will be getting one video, concept capsule video. I've recorded that, and that will topic is neutral and self dual function. So do watch that class as well. I will be sharing in my group as well. Thank you all of you for joining this class. I hope you really enjoyed it, and we'll see you very soon in another session. But till then, take care. Good night and bye bye. Thank you all. OS next लेना. ठीक है सब आके. OS में I have taken this synchronization. If you have missed that, you can definitely watch those sessions. Synchronization I have covered entire synchronization. Okay, but yes, if I take OS again, I will be taking some other unit. Thank you so much, Keruti. Thank you so much. Yes, and guys, keep preparing. Be consistent in your preparation, because now half of the May month is gone. So be serious and start preparing seriously. Okay, and try to cover your syllabus as soon as possible. Okay, maybe by the end of October, you should target to finish your syllabus if you haven't done it yet. Fine. So thank you. Good night. Yes, yes, yes. We'll do it. We'll do it, Vishal. Whenever I'm going to take that. Okay. May most probably I will be taking then. If I take OS, I will be taking a memory management this time, and then OS will become super easy for you completely. Okay. Good night. Take care and bye bye. Thank you all.